Hey everyone, so at first I wanted this video to just be about celebrating 1000 subs and 100k views on my Guts vs Griffith video, since they both happened at the same time, even though I know I'm pretty late. But I have to discuss other stuff too because of reasons I will get into later in the video. So I have no plans of making other videos of me just talking for anytime soon, at least, unless it's hopefully for reaching other milestones like 2000 subs, 5000, etc. Hopefully, or unless I have to make an announcement, which I will be making in this video. So first I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart who's watched, liked and commented on my videos or have subscribed to my channel. I genuinely can't describe how grateful I am. You know, I always imagined that when I had to make a video like this for like celebrating my first 1000 subscribers, that I would do an edit of like a collage of all the screenshots that I took on my phone when I first started this channel. Every morning I'd wake up and go to the YouTube Studio app on my phone and take a screenshot of how many subscribers I had, how many views I'd gotten, or if I had any new comments, which made me especially excited and encouraged to do more videos. But unfortunately, around a month ago, something happened to my phone's CPU, and the guy who repaired it didn't mention anything about everything on my phone getting deleted. I mean, I guess I should have known, or I could have, done this video sooner. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting me and encouraging me to make more videos. Speaking of comments, something else I wanted to quickly mention is that if you've watched my other videos, except for the most recent one, or that you've been around before it, then you'd know that I heart and respond to almost every single comment. And the reason I didn't do it on this video is that for almost every video that I've done, as soon as I engage with the comments and start hearting and responding to the messages, to the comments, my video slowly gets less and less views and less impressions and overall engagements, which kind of reminds me of that Boondocks meme. Did I just catch you having fun? Did I just catch you engaging and responding to your audience? And I'm still not sure if that's really the case or it's a coincidence, but I still didn't want to risk jinxing the video since it's still getting a decent amount of views and is doing so well. But trust me, I read every single comment. So the other reason that I'm making this video, aside from me thanking you guys, is that around 2 weeks ago, at the time of me recording, I failed to achieve a goal that I had set when I first started this channel 2.5 years ago, for the third time. I'm not going to go over the specifics, since it's kind of personal, but every year that day comes and goes, and I feel more and more demotivated and disappointed. Like I seriously start questioning things, like whether I should even continue animating and doing art overall. Like maybe things would have been different if I had spent more times on something else instead of animating. A part of that goal that I mentioned is obviously me kind of being more comfortable in knowing where my future is headed and kind of proving to others, and more importantly myself, that this is more than a hobby. You can probably guess that making money is kind of a part of that goal, which about that, in the 2.5 years that I've had this channel, I haven't made a single dime. And the reason for that is that I live in a third world country, Iran specifically. First, let me quickly speak to the however many Persians I have in my audience and who are watching this. سلام، امیدوارم حال همتون خوب باشه. خیلی دوستتون دارم. دم هر چند نفری که دارن میشنون گرم. خیلی ممنونم ازتون بابت حمایتی که میکنید. قربون همتون برم. So, in case you didn't know, there are a ton of restrictions against Iran and the Iranian people. In fact, my channel on YouTube will never be monetized because of that. And one of those restrictions is that I can never have a PayPal or Visa or MasterCard account or any other way for me to receive money from someone outside of my country. Now there are only two ways that at least I know of to set up an account. If anybody knows any other ways, please let me know down in the comments. First way is obviously for me to have friends or family members in some other country that doesn't also have these restrictions. The thing is, I've already reached out to 5 different people and have either been outright rejected or just ghosted 5 times. And the other way is to pay companies that provide these kind of services. But there are 2 problems. One, there's an initial fee for making an account, and there's also an annual fee to keep the account. And they're both kind of expensive, especially since I don't even know if I'll be making any money. If there's anyone willing to give me commissions if I start taking commissions, or if anyone will subscribe to my Patreon page if I make one. And 2, they take away 30% of your total income, or like 30% of every transaction you make. I don't exactly remember which one, but either way, that's kind of a lot. I know that there are some artists who use cryptocurrencies for commissions, but A, I don't know anything about that, nor do I trust myself to not get fucked over or fuck something up. And B, the main reason I want a PayPal account is for Patreon, which from what I know doesn't work with crypto stuff. So I'm completely out of options, but I've decided that instead of me feeling down and disappointed, I should do at least something. I've decided to take commissions for free, or rather, since it's free, it's more like suggestions, but there are some rules. Firstly, I don't do NSFW content. A lot of people have actually told me to do NSFW content, and I think if I had started doing them when I first started, and if I had learned crypto, I could have been making quite a lot of money by now. But I don't feel comfortable doing stuff like that, and I don't see myself as an NSFW artist. No disrespect toward NSFW artists, it's just that I personally don't want to do that kind of stuff. Secondly, I won't obviously be doing all of them, and since I mostly want to improve myself, I'll maybe just pick some of them, and maybe I'll like change the settings or maybe the characters to kind of challenge myself. But for some of them, I'll try to treat them as actual commissions to improve my speed and how fast I can draw and color, etc. And lastly, I have both Twitter and Instagram, linked to both of them in the description, but I rarely use them. I'll use them more often from now on to check up on stuff you guys send, hopefully. But if your messages go unnoticed, it's not me ignoring them. It's just, like I said, I very rarely use these apps. But the app that I actually use the most on my phone is Telegram. I'm actually going to start a channel and group chat over there too, kind of like a Discord server. Only I already spend a lot of time on Telegram, so it's more convenient for me that way. I'll talk more about the channel at the end of the video though. As for Patreon, I'm just going to talk about how it will hopefully be, like once I can get my hands on a credit card. I've actually discussed it before on a community post I made, I think about a year ago. Basically, there won't be any exclusive content on there. Let me explain. I mostly do animations. I want to branch out and try different stuff someday, but for now I make frame by frame animations. And as you can tell by my non-existent upload schedule, they take a very long time to make. Which means I won't have enough time to make Patreon exclusive animations, especially for different tiers. As for drawings, personally, I've always hated when art is put behind a paywall. Like, I see an artist that I like and there are some drawings that I can see for free. Again, I'm not at all throwing shade at other artists, and I know that's literally the whole idea behind Patreon. This is just how I feel about it, and it'd be pretty hypocritical of me if I put my own drawings behind a paywall, knowing that I kind of experienced not having access to drawings that I liked because they were behind a paywall. The only thing I can actually think of is timed exclusivity, like members will see uploads a bit earlier. I also thought about showing the process and different stages of the animations, but even that I don't like to be exclusive. The community post I just mentioned also had a yes and no poll, and I know it was just you guys trying to cheer me on and support me, but on the poll I think 11 people voted yes, that they actually like even sub to a Patreon if I had one with the sub I just mentioned, and nobody voted no, which even though I really appreciated it, they were just showing their support, I think. But anyways, it'll be a while until I get a credit card, so I just wanted to know how you guys feel about this, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Now back to the Telegram channel that I mentioned. I'll upload my animations and drawings over there too. Also, we can hopefully talk about music, video games, movies, etc. And I'm more likely to see your messages and suggestions over there. and I won't have to worry about jinxing the algorithm, so I'll really appreciate it if you joined. The link will be in the description. And lastly, I want to thank you guys again for watching my videos, including this one. I know I talked about money a lot, but at the end of the day, what kept encouraging me the most to spend hours and hours every day making animations and uploading them to YouTube was your guys' support. I genuinely can't thank you guys enough. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day.